my mind, there's three primary kind of tier one global sporting events that take place: the Olympics, the World Cup, and Formula One. And Formula One's the only one that takes place every year, and there's 20 of them. And they're all equally important, they're all equally big, and I think we have a huge opportunity to kind of influence that and actually grow that. There's hundreds of pages, if not thousands of pages in my briefcase of notes in terms of what we're going to do. We initiated the first set of social media guidelines that Formula One's ever had during testing. And the engagement from a fan standpoint has been up substantively. We're on a massive listening tour in terms of all Formula One stakeholders and particularly fans. We're extremely focused in creating a better, I say, festival experience around Formula One, not only at the circuit itself, but in the cities, and creating a really viable, impactful impression. When we come to a town, we want everyone to know.
I read a quote from you saying we need to have more teams, more sponsors, more countries. And is there a situation where some countries that have Grand Prix currently might not have them going forward?
We're happy with the complement we have now, understand that it is dynamic and it's going to change. We look at the heritage markets in Europe as extremely important and something that we want to get back to. We're going back to Germany next year, we're going to France next year, so we're really excited about that. I think ultimately there's a better approach in terms of reaching, having all the European races over a 3-month period, the Asian races over a 3-month period, and then, the Americas, call it.
What about more Formula One teams? We saw that Manor disappeared from the grid. The fact that nobody was there to buy into Formula One surely isn't a positive thing.
Almost virtually any other sport in the world, when a team comes up for sale or goes into administration, there's a line of individuals or corporations that are champing at the bit to come in and buy it. So right now, it's not a great business to own a team. So we're going to try to change that, and the future is ours now, and we plan to hold it tight, nurture it, and really spend a lot of time growing this fantastic sport.
I would like us to all collectively view where Formula One should be in 5 years' time. What sort of cars we want, what sort of engines we want, how we want the racing to be, how we want the business to be, how we want the economics to be, and how we appeal to fans and enthusiasts. And for me, the objectives should be close racing. I think we should have a smaller spread in the lap times between the front and back of the grid. I think we should have cars drivers can drive hard from beginning to end. My position is that the driver and that side should be a much stronger element of Formula One. They should be the heroes, they should be the gladiators. And the car is important, but if anything, the engineering and technology has become too important. So that balance needs to change in the next few years.
And you're obviously using your expertise from your various roles in the paddock, but who else are involved in these discussions? Is it the teams?
Oh yes, very much. I mean, they don't only have the good ideas, the teams will have a lot of good ideas, and that's why I feel if the timescale is far enough ahead, then they're not defensive and they can be very open about where we should be. So teams are very involved, and the FIA, of course, are very involved because they're the regulators of the sport. So we're not setting out to do this alone, but we hope perhaps we can bring some more impetus to the process.